I don't want no misunderstandings about nothing. All right. Like I said, I was doing a documentary about y'all's politics, the war on drugs, the illegal war on drugs. And I was showing the politics, the black faces that lock up black Baltimore City and black Baltimore County. The ones that shield the corruption. And the courts, the corruption can't go on if you ain't got people protecting it. And these are the people that protect it. You said that you give me access to the grand jury in 2019 session when you was running for office. I want the grand jury because y'all been sitting in office blocking me access to the grand jury. You feel me? The both of y'all. Y'all been shielding the corruption in the courts here. You don't talk about the violence? You want to talk about the violence? Let's talk about... We'll talk about the violence. Let's talk about the gangs. Let's talk about the illegal war on drugs. Let's talk about the war in the black community. You feel me? Because I brung it to y'all's attention in 2009. I was making a documentary about y'all. Governor O'Malley's machine that he created, the O'Malley machine. I told O'Malley I was making a documentary in a movie, and it's called Get Shorty. It's a Get Shorty program. You feel me? In 2006, Get Shorty. He approved the program. You feel me? That's my Storm Falls Road. It was financing my movie. And that's for y'all because I was a Baltimore City resident and I was kidnapped. And the mayor always talking about you don't live here. Yes, I do. I was kidnapped and I'm homeless now. And I was homeless because I was making a movie about you, Mayor Pugh. I was making a movie about Mayor Pugh and the elders in the Maryland Black Caucus. You feel me? How y'all been selling out the black community for the last 40 years. It is what it is. It's plantation politics. And you can't deny it. I asked to access the grand jury, all right? And y'all been denying me access to the grand jury for the longest. Your request for the grand jury, all right? Unfortunately, your request for the grand jury is a matter that should be addressed with either the state's attorney in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. If I want the Baltimore City and the Baltimore County State's Attorney investigated, they're not going to investigate it themselves. They're not going to give me access to the grand jury. So y'all trying to tell me to chase my tail. That's the Maryland House of Delegates because I testified in front of y'all about Shellenberger. I testified about Bernstein. I testified about the corruption in your courts. You feel me? That was for a $54 million lawsuit. You feel me? A $54 million lawsuit. And y'all use your powers to keep me from filing that lawsuit. That's why I want to access the grand jury. It's the abuses of power. You feel me? So in the 2019 session, I'm going to give y'all movie releases. And those movie releases, you're going to get movie releases and a request to access the grand jury. You're going to give me my property back because the documentary that was stolen was about y'all. It was about Governor O'Malley and this machine. And Marilyn Mosby. You feel me? That's Marilyn Mosby. I request the opportunity to appear before the Baltimore City grand jury. I was instructed by y'all to access the grand jury with Marilyn Mosby. Marilyn Mosby don't want to give me access to the grand jury. And y'all seen me handle the paperwork in front of everybody. You feel me? That's Chief Justice Roberts because I told y'all I was making a documentary about the corruption in your courts. You feel me? That's 2013. I contacted Chief Justice Roberts in 2007. You feel me? In 2007, I contacted Chief Justice Roberts. You feel me? Richard McFeely, the FBI. You feel me? I don't want nobody left out the loop. I started this project September the 4th. Governor O'Malley showed interest in my project. You feel me? Until I uncovered the corruption under his administration. Doug Gansler, Rod Rosenstein, both had blocked the courts. All right, I got 13 books, 2 Jailhouse Diaries, 13 storyboards from 2008 to 2001, daily diary, ledger, movie releases, forms, and evidence. That's Chief Justice Roberts. All right, that's Chief Justice Roberts from 2007. So if you don't give me access to the grand jury, I get access to the Supreme Court under writ of certiorari, Article 3 of the Supreme Court. You feel me? And we're talking about your corruption in your courts. You feel me? That's me when I was locked up. You want to see what it is? I'm going to show you what it is. It's a reentry program. And Mikulski got it in 2009. That's long before I got locked up. I gave you the reentry program. Filming a documentary about racism in the Lake County courts. Freedom of speech. You turned that case from Lake County to Baltimore, and y'all locked me up for the same thing. You feel me? Contact the state's attorney in Baltimore City, Bernstein. Can't contact Bernstein and y'all threw me in jail. Inmates need help. Inmates need help because y'all been racketeering and profiting off of the blacks in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. You feel me? Inmates need help. I'm a whistleblower on the courts, and I whistle blew to the courts. Division of Parole and Probation, Dwayne Davis. You feel me? I'm a whistleblower on the courts. That's my public defender. You feel me? The motion to withdraw his plea is in my office. I asked for change of venue. I am Dred Scott. Y'all have full knowledge of everything I was doing since 2008. You feel me? You knowingly participated in the fraud and you left me in jail when you knew I was innocent. It was exposing you, Glenn. It was exposing Zirkin. It was exposing the machine that Governor O'Malley created. And I told it to the courts in 2007. It's called entrapment. I set you up. I entrapped you into breaking the law because y'all comfortable with your corruption. And you're comfortable with the corruption and using the courts. So we're going to put the courts to the test in 2019. Hogan got this information. And that's a Privacy Act. You feel me? I'm with Out for Justice. You feel me? And it ain't going to be just us in 2019. You said you're going to give me access to the grand jury. I want access to the grand jury so we can clean house. We're going to clean house in 2019. Out for Justice. I'm an advocate. I'm a lobbyist. And you're going to see a lot of me in 2019. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, we're about to find out. Because in 2019, we're going to talk about the movie. All right? We're going to talk about this. That's me. That's my Storm Falls Road. That's the case in 86. We talk about the war on drugs. This case is directly affecting the war on drugs and related to the war on drugs. This is the case that you used against me in 2007 and 2011. It's a movie. We get some movie releases. All right? Movies about y'all and your corruption. Kathleen Pugh. Kathleen Pugh. You feel me? The vice chair of the Maryland Black Legislative Caucus. You're going to have to tell us why y'all wrote the laws and why y'all shielding the corruption, why y'all participating in racism and white supremacy. Like I said, I got everything that I got. I'm showing you. That's the Department of Justice. So I want the Department of Justice to come to Baltimore. You feel me? Signed. Almost a year now. And it's all about Governor O'Malley. Right there. See it? 2013. 5 years ago. You feel me? States Attorney Mosby. You feel me? 2016. For 2 years, she been shielding the corruption. So like I said, city, county, state, and federal level. She can go to jail too. You already seen them say that I got to access the grand jury. I can't access the grand jury if she don't let me in the office. If she don't let me in the grand jury. If she don't accept my evidence. You can go commissioner, the jury commissioner in Baltimore County, because you blocking me access to the grand jury in Baltimore County too. It's a movie release. If I don't get access to the grand jury, the world going to see this in a movie. Judge Bennett has this. February. See the 13th? That's my lucky number. You feel me? Judge Turnbull. Bernstein. Neerheim. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. Scott Shellenberger. Chief Johnson. Governor Hogan. Grand jury or Supreme Court. You feel me? Checks and balances. It's real simple. It ain't complicated. Y'all made it complicated. You feel me? Y'all made this complicated. I made it real easy. Now you can go directly to Senator Antonio Freeman and get this book. I gave it to him at the last meeting at Compton State University when the mayor was there, when Pugh was there, when Mosby was there. When y'all had y'all's little instance and I mic check the room, I'm going to mic check y'all a lot in 2019. I'm going to mic check y'all every time I see y'all. Matter of fact, I'm going to mic check you on the 12th so we don't have no misunderstandings. Put this on rewind. I don't want you to misunderstand or miss none of this. Out for justice, and it ain't going to just be us.